I wonder what's going on. Is there still a bad echo?
Echo fixed.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you, Dre. Thanks.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's just get moving. So yeah, we are usually a Kids on Bikes campaign. We're a continuous campaign. We've been going for about a year and a half or something, creeping up on, well, yeah, about a year and a half. And we have an entire backlog of episodes. All of those are on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel in a playlist called Hijinks Handlebars. So there's about 50 episodes just about. So if you're interested in that at all, if you have some free time right now and you want to get into that, then please check that out. You can also find that at bit.ly/handle stream, capital H, capital S. We have a subreddit, r/Hijinks Handlebars. We have a shop with merch, which is bit.ly/handle shop, capital H, capital S. We have a Twitter. We have an Instagram at handlestream. You can keep up with us, all that business, everything. Under this quarantine situation, if you wanna catch up on all those episodes, that would be cool. That'd be great. But right now, if this is your first time watching an episode, we're doing Dungeon World. We're on hiatus right now because of the technical capabilities that we have before us. We didn't feel entirely comfortable moving forward with the main continuity storyline, so we are doing this mini series on the side because I really love Dungeon World. I'm a big fan of Powered by the Apocalypse systems, so it was very exciting for me to think of like doing something like this, kind of starting out fresh again as well, was very enticing to me because Hijinks and Handlebars, there's so much going on that it is a lot of work to keep up with everything that is happening. So this is a nice like reprieve for me for a little while. I'm back to like taking like very minimal notes, trying to keep track of just the certain things that we have going on, and it's been really nice. Anyway, there's a tip jar for QueueTimes now. You can do exclamation point coin, and you can directly donate to the shows on QueueTimes. It helps a lot with us and with the channel as a whole. So please go ahead and do that. If you're saying anything in the Twitch chat, I do have it open. I read it now. Yeah. While we're doing remote, I'm reading it. I'm not going to respond to it probably.
You can also see me and Sam typing in there now and then.
Yeah. For the most part, but I do check it out. That said, when the VODs come out on Jen's main YouTube channel, it would be wonderful if you went to the comment section and you left some comments there, because
the comment section has moved. Click to see where it is now.
I like to check it out. I like to see all the comments and everything that people have to say, and it's a more concrete way of getting those comments out there for me to respond to them, and also it helps us, algorithm wise and like whatever. But mostly, I just want to see what you have to say. So cool, that would be great. Some thank yous out at the top. Thank you, QueueTimes. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, TS Quint and everyone for keeping the stream going in these times, keeping us remote and making sure that we can still get out to the people. And everything. We really appreciate that. We wouldn't have a show without you. And then also I want to thank, generally, I suppose I'll keep thanking Hunters Entertainment for publishing Kids on Bikes, for giving me dice that have skulls on them, giving me a Kids on Bikes backpack, and everything. It's really wonderful. They've been they're very, very kind to our show for the past year and a half, and it's been fun playing Kids on Bikes. Can't wait to get back to it eventually, which we will, but right now playing Dungeon World. Also, big thank you to everyone watching, everyone who's been keeping up with the show and getting through all of the episodes most recently. We've had a few comments that have been really nice to see here and there. One of them saying it's like Kids on Bikes, like Hijinks Handlebars is the best show they've ever seen. Wow. which is pretty dope.
Also a correct take.
I
said humbly.
And Jonas is Game Streams and Limited Edition.
At me, baby. New look,
new stream, new look. Dungeon World. This is Jonas's new look. I want to say one final thing here. I believe is that this show is entirely improvised. So we can't say exactly like what we're going to bring up. What's gonna? Hey, Jay.
I'll just be like this. It's fine.
Oh, does it have to? It's okay. It probably has to pop up on that screen. Who knows? Yeah, primarily improvised. Can't say exactly what's going to happen. I don't know exactly what I'm going to bring up. So some things might come up that you might find triggering or uncomfortable for you. And if that's the case, please stop the stream, shut it off, or anything. Overlay fixed. Hey, it says Tony Mato now. Thank you.
Can we get a thank you, Jake, in the chat?
Jake. Thank you, Jacob.
But as far as things that could be triggering or you might find uncomfortable, we are not going out of our way to be edgy or make people feel bad. In fact, we're doing the opposite. As much as we can, we try to make this an inclusive space where people don't have to worry about that. But that things that are necessarily like uncomfortable or triggering for certain people aren't necessarily like offensive outright, and that's okay. Like some people don't like to hear about or know anything about spiders, and if that's something that you find uncomfortable, then please, if that comes up, which it shouldn't in this episode.
It did.
Okay, there goes my next character concept completely out the
didn't.
window.
No, you can use
the last
Corvids.
campaign and the last Corvids, yeah.
Yeah.
And the last like Dungeon World game that we played. But
I suppose. Well, actually, spiders could come up this episode. Whatever.
We're going into the magical fantasy world. I'm sure there won't be spiders.
But just be careful with yourself.
Yes,
take care of yourself first and
do what you need
foremost.
to.
If you want to keep watching the show and you just there are certain things that you couldn't like sit through, get a hold of us on social media, and we will try to keep you up to date without the details that you really can't hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try our
now
best.
that we're monitoring the chat, like literally, if it's something that is not going to be happening the whole episode, we can type in there when it's over, and you can keep an eye on that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
we can do that. Okay, cool. Well, I'm William, they, them, the GM for Hiatus and Handlebars.
Hello, I am Jonas, they, them, and I play Bowser, the salamander immolator, he, him, on Hiatus and Handlebars.
Hi, I'm Spencer LaBelle. They, them. I'll be playing Danail, the thief, and Eladrin, who will be he, him.
Sam?
Hi, I'm Sam Richardson. I'm playing...
Sam,
you are muted.
Sam is muted.
That's my muty boy.
Sorry about that, y'all. I'm Sam Richardson, he, him. I play a character named Ladislas, who is currently going by she, her. Ladislas is gender fluid. And that's it. She's a druid.
What's... Yeah. Half and an elf?
Yes, half elf.
Chris, you go next.
My turn. Hi, I'm Tanamato. I'm going to be playing Din Din, who's he, him. I'm he, him. Wish me luck.
What's Din Din all about?
Oh, Din Din's a fighter who has a pelican head.
And then Franny.
I'm Franny. I'm going to be playing Brenner. They, them. I'm she, her. My internet sucks, so I'm going to be delayed throughout the whole thing.
Not for them. I mean, like for the playing and everything. What is Brenner? Race and
human paladin.
Cool.
Human paladin, right?
Human paladin, Brenner. Awesome. So
we're all Din Din foster children as well. That's sort of the framing of this.
And what happened last time on Hiatus and Handlebars?
Dungeon World.
Dungeon World.
Last time, kind of a little bit of a recap of basically what has happened so far. Brenner and Din Din got captured by some wispy demon ghosts, brought to a tower, and Danail, Ladislas, and Dowser all went to that tower to save them. Got up to the top, found that Brenner was about to be sacrificed by some priest or whatever, took care of that business and saved Brenner. And then a bunch of ghosts and wispy things appeared into the room and were sucking the life out of everyone. But then Brenner floated off of the slab in the center of the room, glue real bright, and basically all of those like wispy demon ghost things disappeared. And And then we opened on the second episode, which is what happened. Everybody kind of getting back together and being like, "We saved you. Oh, what was wrong? Oh no, oh no!" And everyone was just like, "Okay, let's go back home now. Now that this has happened, it's all done. We can leave." So, but Dowser wanted to get a better look outside at exactly what was going on. They had all heard like a surging like energy or whatever, and Dowser tried to go onto the roof to see what was going on. Saw a storm in the sky, saw lightning like surging from the tower up into the sky, and there were 4 other locations very far away that were doing the same, seemingly opening up a portal up in the sky. Dowser fell off the roof and caught onto a grate, and Din Din punched a hole through the wall and pulled them back in, like bent that grate and like got them back into the tower. All of them were still very casual about the situation. and we're like, yeah, but we can still go home though, right? And Ladislas, she decided to pick up that's right. There was a weather vane thing that was surging the energy from it that Dowser had seen. So which one of you destroyed the ceiling? Which
Dowser.
It was Dowser.
Yeah, Dowser for sure.
The weather vane came down. Ladislas went to picked it up, and then energy started surging from Ladislas into the sky. And then Dowser wanted, or was it Danail, wanted to smack it out of Ladislas's hand.
It was a whole routine.
I believe it was
a comedy of errors.
Last one to touch it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like hijinks or something.
But yeah.
Yeah, because like
it was back and forth between Ladislas and Danail, I think, and then it was Brenner.
Danail was the one person I think who didn't come into contact with.
Okay. I think
also because
no, because I didn't catch it.
You didn't catch it, but you tried to smack it out of Ladislas's hand. What I'm saying is the first to touch Ladislas. It tried to touch Ladislas, then the energy was going between both of them up into the sky, and then they were like, Brenner, help, and then Brenner was like, I got this, and Brenner just went to touch it as well, and was like surging energy into the sky, and then Din Din was like, quit fooling around, and came over to smack it out, and then all of them were surging energy into the sky, and they looked up at the ceiling that had been destroyed by Dowser and saw a portal in the sky and a bunch of like wispy demons flying out of it from very far away, but then also a very large creature, a dragon of sorts, a decrepit, like almost
trash dragon, we call it.
Carl. Yeah, trash dragon that Brenner lovingly called Carl. Yes. Brenner was very excited. Everyone else was not, and the energy stopped surging. And the tower began to fall apart from beneath them. They all escaped the tower after a little bit of flying from Ladislas and her condor eagle thing. And can you give me that thing's name one more time? Srogi.
Yeah.
Srogi. That's right.
Yeah.
They all managed to get out of this tower. They're running away. The bridge leading from the tower back to the land was collapsing underneath them as well. They got out of that whole situation, throwing some rope, doing some more flying, all that business. They made it back to land, and still, for some reason, we're talking about going back home. They just loved the idea of going back home.
We're trying to refuse.
There are tuna melts back home.
Yeah, that's
right. There were tuna melts back home. That is true. But
Brenner is on a quest for sandwiches.
The
dragon
Carl.
Carl, yes, went back to town and just started breathing fire on everything and seemingly completely demolishing and destroying this town. At which point they decided, like, maybe we shouldn't go back. Maybe we should head out. So after a little bit of healing, a little bit of magic, they accidentally drew the attention of the dragon, Carl, and Carl started flying towards them. Brenner, still very excited, was ready for this. Everyone else like, we need to go. So they started trying to run. They did not make it all the way. The dragon flying between Din Din and Brenner, and Din Din Brenner between Dindin and Brenner, and Dowser, Danail, and Ladislas, who were on the other side, facing down the dragon with Dindin and Brenner behind the dragon. Dindin tried to climb the dragon. Dowser, Danail, and Ladislas were trying to face down the dragon. Dowser wanted to scream the dragon away, and it kind of ended up working after Danail
Trying to Fushro Da that baby.
Yeah, after Danail joined in and was like, we're just gonna yell. Kind of stopped the dragon in its tracks. But then when Dindin sunk a kitchen knife into its back, trying to climb up it, it let go a blast from its wings, knocking everyone in disarray except for Brenner, who channeled some paladin goodness and had a choir boy moment. Is that what we call it?
I believe that was it. Yeah. that was a whole.
Like in Lord of the
whole
Rings.
Like in Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
The Dowser got blown off of the edge of the cliff.
Bridge. Cliff.
Of the cliff, almost into the crashing waves. Ladislas tried to skid over to help out, and she tripped over.
Slid right off the end of the
Slid
cliff.
right off the cliff. It's raining. It was very slick. Slid right off to the
Yeah, that was pretty slick, wasn't it?
right off the end of the cliff, and right past Dowser. Dowser then decided, you know what? What's worse, the dragon up above or the waves down below? And kicked off the wall towards the crashing waves below to attempt a safe escape, taking his chances. His chances with the rocks and waves below.
Not before calling out, if I don't make it, find Gambador the Grim.
Find Gambador the Grump.
Grump. I keep wanting to say Grim in my head.
Who is a wizard that they know of that could help with the situation, who is out in the Carillion woods that they were running towards, that are just on the outskirts of town. Ladislas.
Baby, don't hurt me.
Falling towards the crashing waves. Dowser bounding toward the crashing waves. Dindin being flung to and fro on the back of a dragon, and Brenner standing on the ground with wind blasting all around them. We come back to Danail. From seeing Danail from behind, with a dragon's mouth open wide in front of him, black flame producing from the guttural section of the throat, silhouetting Danail as a huge fireball of black flame ejects from its mouth towards you, Danail. Can you defy danger for me, baby?
Oh gosh. This is how I die. This is how I die. Danail says to himself as he rolls a fucking 12 to sprint for the cover of the woods.
Okay.
Jesus.
Dowser and Ladislas, off the edge of this cliff, suddenly you feel this intense pressure and heat from above you as you see a fireball pass right above you, past where you last saw your
like a fireball made of regular fire,
like a black fireball.
Okay.
It is black flame, but it is still lighting up.
Yeah,
like the area around you.
What is that? Ultraviolet or something? Like,
yeah, sure.
Cool.
It's like purple or something.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a purpley black.
Spencer just got called out by Nightbot for spamming all caps.
I make one comment.
Warning.
I am a caps lock individual. Thank you. Nightbot. I thought we were cool, bro.
I got away with it. Okay.
Dowser. Danail. Tell me how you get past this fireball and book it to the woods.
I would also
honestly,
like
Danail has no idea how this works, and by all logic and reason, it shouldn't. Danail is completely certain of his own death, but on the off chance that there's enough rocky outcrops in the woods, Danail is just sprinting, and this is definitely a new personal record. And before Danail knows it, Danail, you know that once the first Lord of the Rings where all the hobbits are hiding from the Nazgul right over, Danail is able to tuck into that ditch and is barely able to escape a scorching wave of ultraviolet fire.
Oh, I love
Right,
it.
of course.
I love it. Wow, you would
one
think
of us
your friend
really knows what you're talking about.
Okay.
Lord of the what was it?
Yeah, what was that?
Rings.
Lord of the Rhymes. Gotcha.
Just
Wings.
a mechanical thing I want to get out. Like I just had Spencer defy danger, and on a 10+, you do what you set out to, and the threat doesn't come to bear. So literally, like Danail just like legs shaking, like found resolve, and just a boom, like booked it right past it. I mean, because you were close to this dragon. So Din Din, you see this fireball just like blast, like you're only seeing it like from the side of the dragon, because you don't have very good view of everything that's happening. You are still being flung.
Even with pelican eyes?
Yeah, even with your pelican eyes, you are being flung from side to side. Brenner, you actually see Danail dodge this and book it past you to the woods. So I want to check in with Brenner here. What do you do?
Sorry, where am I again?
You're on the ground. The dragon is like right in front of you. If you, Danail, and the dragon were making like a triangle, so you could see Danail facing down the dragon. The dragon was like perpendicular to you, facing Danail. You're at the side of the dragon, and you just watch as the dragon tried to like breathe flame across like to your right, over this cliff that has like crashing waves down below it, and behind you are the Carillion woods that you just watched Danail just book it into.
Okay. I think I want to try and make myself seen by Carl. Whether that just means running a little further so that I get into Carl's peripheral, and I just say, Carl, no!
I'm addressing Brenner real quick. Brother, what did we say to do when there are dragons around?
We talked about this.
Yeah. The very specific conversation we had not a week ago. Don't worry, Dad. I got this. All creatures are friends. Don't worry. If I die, it's my time, and I'm willing to go.
How old is Brenner?
Brenner's like 14.
14.
Oh yeah.
So Din Din, I'm gonna need you to make a defy danger again.
Right.
Of like strength or something to keep holding on to this. Either strength or like dexterity to like let go and to like hit the ground like gracefully, like just to get out. If you want to keep climbing the dragon, that's fine. Just like whatever you're doing, you're being thrashed around by a dragon.
Okay. I'm going to try and keep climbing with strength.
Cool. Defy danger strength.
That is 7.
Okay. On a 7 to 9, you stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The GM will offer you a worse outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice. The dragon is turning towards Brenner now. Like you don't have to roll for like getting the dragon's attention. You're like right there. It's like Brenner. So the dragon starts turning towards Brenner. And is seemingly uninterested in you. Is shaking you off. The what I'm going to tell you is you can either drop off of the dragon right now and take falling damage, or the dragon is going to fling you into the crashing waves below.
Okay, I'm going to drop right now.
You're going to drop right now. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, great.
Don't join me further. You can't hear that.
Then I'm going to give you a little bit of damage here. Okay, you take 2 damage.
Don't ignore
2?
armor.
Yeah, you don't ignore armor. Do you have 2? You have 2 armor, right?
I actually have 3 because I have Ironhide.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Do you heal for one?
Yeah,
No.
you drop. You don't heal. You drop off and like you hit the ground and it feels like it's hard. It's a hard like land on the ground. You feel like if you had not been wearing armor, it would have really hurt.
Oh, this is all I can do is just be a beefy boy that takes damage.
Yeah, you hit the ground, and you are now separated from Brenner by a dragon that is hovering, probably about like 10 feet off of the ground, and it's huge. So it's like, it's there, but so you can see Brenner, but like every now and then the dragon, like with its wings flapping, you're feeling this wind around you, like you're in a wind tunnel, but it's not enough to knock either of you over. And it's like little claws, like from its feet, keep like dipping in and out, like obscuring your vision of each other, but you can see each other. Ladislas.
That's me.
And Dowser. Dowser, I love so much that you kicked off of the wall.
Listen, it would have been worse if I fell out of my control.
You kicked off the wall to crash into the water more controlled. So I would like to give you advantage on this defy danger, but I need both of you to defy danger right now.
Okay.
Cool. I hope this does not go badly for me. What am I define? What are we defying danger with, William?
You tell me.
I feel like
I would say for you could do intelligence or like dexterity to like position your body in a way to not like take as much damage from like hitting the waves below, or like trying to like make sure you don't hit any like really jagged rocks, or intelligence to like scope out, like to check really quick where like you would want to fall.
Could I roll with Constitution to like?
I was going to ask the same.
Tighten your body, or do you want to like flop your body? You don't want to belly flop.
You want to tighten your body and like land with your feet together into the water and clench your butt cheeks.
Yeah, that sounds Constitution. Or would it be dexterity?
Yeah, we could do Constitution for that. I could see that.
Okay, cool.
Roll con punch.
Oh boy.
Oh, thank God for advantage. That is a 10.
Dowser.
Dowser.
That is a 6 plus 1, a 7 for Lass.
A 7 for Lass. Okay, cool. A 7 for Lass. So you stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The GM will offer you a worse outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice. You can hit a jagged rock, or you can land on Dowser.
Oh boy.
Landing on Dowser will put you both immediately back into danger, but you will both take less damage. If you hit a jagged rock, you are going to take more damage.
Okay, I'm gonna aim for the rock.
Oh. Thanks, Sam. I love you.
Okay. All right.
Hey, don't tell anyone else. You're my favorite sibling.
Okay. Do you have armor?
Well, Danielle's my favorite sibling, so.
The betrayal.
Do you have armor,
I have no armor. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I have one armor.
You have one armor. Okay. All right.
Yes.
I'm rolling your damage. You ready?
Ooh, I'm looking at the die about to click.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Okay. 5 damage.
All right. Old Lass here is not doing hot, if I'm being honest.
But you're still up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I have 4 health left.
So Dowser, even with you submerge below the waves and then you come back up. Because you rolled so well. Like you just like nailed this. Like you felt like the pressure from hitting the waves, but you would position your body so perfectly that it like wrapped around you and splashed you back upwards. Right when you break the surface of the waves, though, you hear a painful crunch right off to the side of you. Luckily, though, Ladislas, you are not now in the ocean. You are not being tossed around by waves, but you are feeling waves crashing over you. You are like the Little Mermaid on a rock.
Has anyone seen the buddy cop comedy movie The Other Guys? There's an
Yeah.
opening
Mhm.
sequence where I think it's Samuel Jackson and The Rock jump off a tall building, looking at each other, being like,
Yeah.
aim for the bushes, and then plummet 20 stories in slow-mo to their deaths.
Yeah.
Oh,
Spoilers for the other guys.
Yeah, spoilers for the other guy.
It's the first 15 minutes.
Yeah,
it's the
spoilers.
first
yeah, but
15
No
what-
minutes.
spoilers, and
yeah, but wasn't it amazing to not have seen that coming?
God, you just come
First
here
15
for
are
a
fair
good
game.
time on Hijinks and Handlebars, and somebody spoils the other guys for you.
Gosh darn it.
So Dowser,
Mhm.
what would you like to do?
I would like. Can I like just look up and see where the sound of the crunch is? I have an idea.
You can
But,
look
yeah.
up and you see Ladislas immediately.
Sister, stay there. Dowser's coming. I want to try to swim over to that rock and ultimately climb it.
Okay, cool. Defy danger.
This probably has to be. Is it going to be strength to swimming? Constitution
Yeah.
is better for me, but like I feel like
I would say probably strength.
strength
Yeah.
is swimming in Pathfinder for a reason. Okay, cool. That is 9
Oh.
minus 1, so 8.
Hold on, we all got a chat from Sam, and it popped up on the Twitch.
Sorry, y'all.
That's okay.
Just checking. Just checking.
I guess I'll here. Let me look. No, you're fine.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
How do I
Sam.
get rid of this?
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah.
You might be lagging. We didn't check the time lag, but you're.
No, you
might
seem
be
fine.
lagging.
You seem
Okay.
You
fine.
might be
cool, just
laggard
checking.
then.
You might be laggard.
Ooh.
Then. Whoa, wow.
That actually is the reason that is my username. Believe it or not.
You might be Lagislas.
That's an 8.
An 8. Yeah, an 8 would. I'll say like. You can. You get picked up by a wave and crashed onto the rock. I'm going to give you
Cool.
a D4 of damage.
Great.
You take 3 damage.
One moment.
Oh no, it's an odd.
It's on odds, right? I always forget if odds are even.
It's odds. It's odds. You want odd.
Okay.
Wait, Jonas,
Yep,
explain
alright.
this.
So yeah, whenever I take damage that ends up being odd, I roll a d4 and subtract that from the damage. 2, so I only take 1.
Oh my gosh. What a
And
what
that's
a
like your
broken.
innate fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. It's the flames within me coming to my aid.
Yeah. So the wave brings you up and it's about to crash you into the rock, and then the heat from your body evaporates the water around you, and you just like kind of stumble onto the rock. Like maybe you roll your ankle a little bit, but you're fine.
Mhm.
And you, Dowser and Ladislas, you are now on this rock, this jagged rock down at the bottom next to the ocean. I want to go back up really quick to Brenner. You are face to face with a dragon. What would you like to do?
Oh, Brenner.
Oh, you.
Oh, sorry.
dragon?
Is there more?
I said,
What are you gonna do?
I said you're face to face with a dragon. What do you do?
Oh.
Embracing.
I have set up a fire and I've started cooking for Carl because I know he must be hungry. So I'm making pork sliders.
So okay? Here's the deal. That is. I'm so sorry. That's not what happens. You know me as a GM. I just hate to let my players do anything. But you will not have time to set up a fire. You will not have time to start making
You
pork.
can start the process.
You can go. Oh, I know. I'll start a fire, and then the dragon will act. So you're face to face with this dragon. Are you looking to start a fire for this dragon?
Well, no, there's no fun in that then. I think
William.
I guess Brenner will go check on their siblings. So I think Brenner's gonna just kind of do like one of these to Carl, be like, "Hey, I'm coming back for you. Everything's gonna be okay." And then I book it into the wood.
Okay, so you give the dragon one of those I'm pointing at my eyes, I'm pointing at the dragon's eyes, like, hey, I got you, I'll be back. And the dragon opens its mouth and you start walking away and you feel a heat from behind you. As everyone else can see, it is producing a black flame and it is about to char you to a crisp. Would you like to defy danger for me?
Sure.
Okay.
Can I assist this?
Yeah,
I
you
actually
probably
really
do.
want to do an assist on this one. Danelle, aren't you running towards the woods right now?
Yeah, but-
I'm in a ditch.
Oh, like Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings, you know? The Fellowship
Yeah,
of
like
the
Lord of
Dead.
the
That's right. Yeah, like Lord of the Rings.
There are like
Oh.
5 other dudes hiding down here, so it's a little crowded.
One was like, "Oi, this is my ditch." Find your own.
I fight the guy who just said
So I'm having trouble here because I've lost all my stats, so I don't know what anymore. But I can tell you with my 2 die, I got a 7. But I don't know
I
what
kind of had I sort of recollect what some of your stats were. What were you attempting to do?
Defy danger.
Yeah, but using which stat?
Oh,
Strength, dex, on, and wisdom or charisma.
You look fine.
I guess I could do Constitution.
Okay. So
If it's a sprint.
Constitution for a sprint, I would qualify that probably as strength. How are you getting out of the way of this fireball? How are you
Running so fast? I'm so fast.
running so fast? Okay. So that would probably be strength. Does anybody know what Franny's strength was?
No.
I think Franny
Yeah, no
either
charisma.
had
Not high. Or I guess Paladin.
Jonas, you just said Brenner's
Charisma was
charisma was +2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Then I think it was their Constitution winners +1s. And I think Brenner was neutral intelligence, neutral dexterity, and negative wisdom, maybe. One of those 3
That
was
sounds
negative,
right.
but that's Franny's call.
Yeah, we can just call it a +1 for now. So you rolled a 7.
Yes.
7, so that's an 8.
Someone was aiding too.
Yeah, we can get an aid from both of you, honestly, as long as you can narratively tell me what you're doing. So, Danae, I'm assuming like you're going to poke out and pull Brenner behind the. What are you planning on doing?
Danae, I would actually rather hear from Dindin.
Okay, let's hear from Dindin.
If that's all right.
So I'm imagining that Dindin's on the opposite side. So like Dindin's on the other side of the dragon, and then Danae and Brenner are in front of it, right?
Yes.
I want to poke from behind to distract it, and then like kind of veer its blast away.
Cool.
Such a good dad.
That's great. So then let's roll an aid. For bond. Yeah, we're just doing +1s for now.
After this adventure, like whenever we level up, we should work out.
We can figure that out. Yeah.
Okay. Do I roll for that?
Yes.
Or I just add +1? So I rolled 6 and a 1, so that's 7, and then add 1 to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you rolled an 8. Cool. On a 7 and 9, they get the +1, and you expose yourself to danger, retribution, or cost.
Which
Okay.
makes sense considering what you're doing.
Yeah.
That
makes a
still
lot of
only
sense.
gets Burner up to a 9, correct?
We just need
So Danae, you now, in order to keep Brenner from getting any of this, you need to do what you were planning on doing. So what have we got?
Cool. I was gonna take a pot shot, ditch using my last arrow and shoot from my hand crossbow. Hopefully, just enough to distract the dragon, break his, give her just a little bit more time.
Okay. So just to reiterate, because you kind of roboted out a little bit there, but you're taking a pot shot. What you said is like you're grabbing your crossbow with your final bolt, which like technically it's not your final bolt because if like your ammo the mechanics of the game, like you only spend your ammo if you
if you fail or succeed. Yeah.
or
Oh,
mix succeed.
cool.
So so let's
well,
get the
that was-
roll.
A 12.
12.
Nice. That's a
Six
plus
plus
two.
five plus.
What's a +1?
Isn't it 10 plus a plus 2?
No.
Oh, it's just 1, but you don't.
You don't get danger. So
Cool. I'll
yeah.
let you GM. How about
Yeah,
that?
cool. Yeah, so you're taking that shot. At the same time, Din Din is like giving a poke to the dragon from behind, and Brenner, you are able to run just past Danail into the woods, like exactly, like very, very fast. Like you're outrun. This flame is like right behind you, and then the flame goes off course past you, Brenner, and Danail. Like it goes right past you, and again blasts over the edge of this cliff. So Ladislas and Dowser, from below, you look up and you can see this flame burning out over toward the ocean above you. And then this dragon whips around and it full on, with like the back of its hand, smashes into Din Din.
Building size hand, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, it's very huge. It's enormous, and Din Din, you get blasted away. You are just like, you get it's like when
Team Rocket?
kind of like in Naruto, actually, like when they get hit and then they get like thrown really far and then they're like tumbling for a while. That's like what happens to you right now, Din
Watch
Din.
Vinland Saga. There's some
The
good
background is nothing but. Oh, I'm sorry. Your bit.
ones. Oh, just Vinland Saga.
See, I was gonna say the background is just nothing but action lines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you are going to take 10 damage, and you have 3 armor, so take 7 damage.
Okay.
As you go flying, and you
Yikes.
tumble and you tumble and you tumble, and then you you stop and you come to. The dragon is now completely fixated on you. What do you do?
Am I in shouting distance of the kids?
Yeah, I would say so. Shouting distance makes sense.
At least a couple of them.
Yeah, you don't know exactly where Dowser or Ladislas are, but you know where Brenner and Danail are.
Yeah. Danail! Take Brenner away! And then I run in towards the forest, and I'm going to try and lead the dragon away from them.
So you're all heading towards the woods, but kind of in separate directions in the woods.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, cool. Then let's get a defy danger from you.
Okay. With
And just-
is that a constitution or strength for running?
For running, I would say it's strength. Like, because Constitution to me would be like if you were running
A marathon
for a really
like,
long
keeping with it.
time, but like
Mhm,
strength is like like really getting like power going and like trying to.
Okay. I got an
What
11
we got?
for
11.
strength.
Okay, cool. So you, Brenner and Danail, the last thing you see of this situation is Din Din yelling for you to get going, and then running off to a separate section of the woods as the dragon it gives chase immediately behind him, and Din Din disappears into the woods as the dragon just starts blasting fire here and there, like throughout the woods, flying further and further away from you. What do you do, Danail and Brenner?
And we're in the
He's
same
so
ditch at this.
misunderstood.
Brenner.
Brenner, I think there's
Brenner's
a lot to
Too good for
there.
this world.
I'm just gonna miss him.
Well,
I mean,
one of
it's
our-
clearly time for us to go. I'm gonna miss that buddy
Brenner,
of mine.
if we can, I think we can let Da handle this. Blood and Loss and Dazzer went over the cliff. Can you give me a hand?
Yes. What do you need?
Let's check out the situation. I need to pull the water. If you'll follow me, I think we're gonna move our way over to the cliff side. Going to the cover of the we can get to the cliff without attracting attention.
Okay, so you're on your way to there. I want to go back to Dowser and Ladislas. You're hearing some commotion up top still. What are the two of you doing in the meantime?
Sister, are you badly hurt?
Yeah, I'm pretty broken. And I think like with 4 HP left, I think Lass is probably has broken bones of some kind.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
not obviously broken ones, but internally, they are very broken. So I think she is just like laying on the rock right now. Like, I think she's just full on like.
Yeah, you're laying on the rock and you feel like a very slight like wind change, a little bit it's like just very, very minuscule, but enough. And you would know this because you can tell what the wind feels like when your bird, your condor, lands near you. Srogi lands at the tip of the rock, right where you are, seemingly fine, and starts like nudging at you.
Can I reach Lost right now?
Yeah, you can. You're both on this rock. But you are, I will say, it's like waves are like crashing towards you, like in your so you're having to hold on to the rock pretty decently so you don't get swept away by the waves again. But this isn't going to be like a defy danger or anything.
I want to pull out of an inner pocket of this poncho, like glowing red a jar of glowing red fluid, and hold it up to Lost and say, "Lost, take this stink fire juice. You'll feel better."
All right, I do and drink it.
Take 7 damage.
Is it drinkable?
What is it called?
It's a healing potion. I called it fire juice.
Healing.
It's just a healing potion, though. Yeah.
Is Dasser using my healing potions again?
A healing potion, you say?
Mm-hmm. Healing ocean.
Flavor-wise, Spencer, yes, but I'll cross it off from my inventory.
Just be careful.
So
I've got
what do
poisons in there.
What do I roll? Or what does Jonas roll? What is the actual roll for a health potion?
I'm getting that right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what do you know? It's probably right here. Healing potion. When you drink an entire healing potion, heal yourself for 10 damage or remove 1 debility. Your choice.
Oh, 10 damage it is.
Yep.
All right.
Cool.
By the way, I want to say that Lass has a healing potion, I think, from Din Din.
Yes.
Lass, I don't have a healing potion. I have poultices and herbs.
No, you got
those
a
are
healing potion from Din Din last time. You didn't have time. You I think it got tossed to you, and
You didn't have time to drink it yet.
you hadn't had time to drink it yet.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's fine. You still have that now.
Okay. Yeah, I heal. I chug that down, and I think my bones just start to mend a little bit. I'm like,
ooh, my bones!
Oh, Christ, that stuff's not great. And I turn to Srogi. Can you take Dowser back up to the top of the cliff? Dowser, let Srogi take you to the forest. I'll meet you there.
To forest? You know me through the forest? You've been through forest, sister, have you?
No, definitely. Well, a little bit. Not this forest.
I want to look at the bird, William.
Okay.
I want to try to convince the bird without letting Lost know this is happening. And this brings you in on it, Sam, if you want to let this work potentially.
Sure.
But I want to convince the bird to take Lost instead.
Okay.
So like I don't know what that role would be to like. I mean, because I'm not a druid or a ranger to like communicate.
It just will
with
not
beast.
work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's
like
for the meta a little bit here, Jonas. I can shapeshift inward and fly back up to the top of the cliff.
Sure, that's true.
But
okay,
so it would be better for you to go with Srogi for now. Although I feel like Dowser might be a little hestant because Srogi's definitely tried to eat him at least once.
Yeah. No, I think that's fine. Dowser's going to climb up to like a surface of the rock so that he can stand up and look at the bird and like just try to give it a I am not food vibe and ready myself to be carried.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
There isn't really like a pressing like danger or anything. I think that given just a little bit of time, Strogi can just bring you up to the top there. So Brenner and Danail, you come around to the edge of the cliff, and you see as Strogi starts to pick up Dowser, and you see Dowser and Ladislas on a jagged rock down where the waves are crashing up against them.
Danail's gonna give off a sharp whistle, and then flag him over this way.
Yeah,
Up
I
there,
think
Strogi.
Yeah, Strogi lands near you and drops off Dowser. Ladislas, are you shapeshifting to fly up, or what are you doing?
I am, yeah, that's the plan. But I was just like narratively giving the potion a little bit of time to work, I think.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's cool. So yeah, you're on the ground and you can. It's not necessarily painful, but it doesn't feel good. Like there's a pressure as you feel like the bones reassembling inside of your body.
Yeah.
We read Harry Potter.
Yeah, have you read Harry Potter?
So
There's
I
just-
did.
Lord of the Rings.
So I rolled a 5 plus 2 is 7. So I get to hold 2.
Okay.
And I am gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna turn into a hawk, like a red-tailed hawk kind of thing. And I'm gonna fly back up there. But I think I'm even like my flying is a little labored as I head back up to the top of the cliff. And I want to go like kind of like circle that area where Danail is, and then start heading towards the forest, because I think that's where we were all meeting. Where we were all headed, right?
I will say you did not hear Din Din when Din Din yelled out to the other two, because like the waves were crashing below, like right next to you, so it was like so much noise you couldn't hear. So when you both come up, you see Danail, you see Brenner, but you don't see Din Din.
Which Dowser would ask about like as soon as he lands.
So all of you are together right now.
Yeah. I don't think
too.
Lass can speak right now.
No, you're a
She's
bird.
Still on hawk form.
Squawk twice if you're hurt.
What? Yeah, she is hurt. I could have just told you that. I can still speak. Dowser can. Dowser, I'm still Dowser.
Okay.
I think I want to use. I have healing. Can I heal some more? I think. Yeah, it's. I chose Hospitaler. Taler.
Yeah. So the move is going to be on the page above that. You're looking for lay on hands. So when you
lay on
touch
hands.
someone skin to skin and you pray for their well-being, you can roll plus charisma. On a 10
cool.
plus, they'll heal D8 or remove 1 disease. 7 through 9,
Okay.
they're healed, but damage is transferred to you.
Yeah, and since you have Hospitaler, it's 2d8 instead of 1d8 if you're healing an ally. And these are all allies.
Yeah. Can I do that right now?
Yes, please roll 2d6 and add your charisma, which is plus 2.
Wait. What about the 2d8 though?
That's how much you will heal
That's for healing. This is to see if it works. So it's like the 2d6 is like for if we were playing D&D, it would be like a d20. But
Okay. Plus charisma, so I got 11 plus 1, so 12.
your charisma should be plus 2, isn't it?
Okay. So my charisma is the 16?
Wait, do you have your stats now?
Well, I just like rewrote them out. And I don't know if they were the same as last time.
Your 16 should be whatever you want it to be. I just thought it was charisma, but
Yeah,
if something else should be, if you want something else to be better, then it should.
Well, as a paladin, like you'll be using charisma more than you use most other things, but charisma and strength, I think, are the two things you would use the most. Am I wrong?
Okay. I'll do that. So then 13 then. Total.
Okay, great. Let's roll 2d8 then.
Yeah. Okay. And then 2d8?
Yes.
Okay. 6 plus what?
It's just
No,
6 total.
Yeah.
Oh, bummer. Yeah, so
That
6.
might tap you out though, Lass, right?
See, it feels like a low amount, but you don't take a lot of like there isn't a lot of health in this game.
No,
So
my
like
max is 19.
yeah, and your max is 19, and it really won't go up.
Mm-hmm.
So
So I'm sorry. How much did you heal me for?
6.
6. So yeah, I am 1 point less than max now.
Oh,
Great.
okay, great.
So Lass, I think, like stretches her wings a little bit, and just to show that like things are working, and kind of gives a happy squawk.
Lass, are you able to fly above the canopy and just... please. Din got the
Where's
attention.
that?
As I was saying, Din got the attention of the dragon, Carl, and ran off a different direction. I wanted to make sure you two are all right, but now that we're together, I think we need to go find him.
Darcy would have been fine. You shouldn't have let that be alone. But I understand you did your best. Darcy's just upset about it.
I am too, buddy.
Okay.
William, can I spend one of my hold to use my hawk eyes to go scour the area for Din?
yes.
Okay,
Do we see-
cool.
we
So
don't
I'm
see any
spending
sign
one
of the
hold to
dragon,
do
do we?
that.
Okay, yeah. So you get up, you get up in the direction that like Danail kind of points you to where Din had run off into the woods. It's not very difficult to find where Din had run off into the woods because all of that land is like where there once were trees. It is now a charred like trenches and burned down sections that follow into the woods for quite a distance. You do not outright see Din immediately. Din in order to get away from this dragon, had to run for quite a long amount of time and pretty far. You do see, though, the dragon off in the distance, very far away, still breathing black flame into the woods in sections, which could mean that the dragon is still chasing Din, or that it has completely lost Din and is just burning things.
Cool. Then I'm gonna return to the group and kind of like, I don't know if I could give a disappointed squawk, but that's what I do.
Squawk twice for yes. Once for no.
I squawk once.
All right. Remember what I taught you. We're going to try and move quietly now. We're going to stick to the side of the trees. I think we should track down. We should follow the burns. Avoid any branches, piles of leaves. We're going to try and stick quietly. Din knows we're going to go find Garber. I don't know. Gambador, thank you.
You're welcome.
Unless we have a better idea to find Din, who could be anywhere. Frankly, I think Dad can take care of himself. And I think
no better idea. No,
Gambador?
Yes, Dad knows where to go. We go to Gambador the Grump. Dad goes to Gambador the Grump. We'll all be together with Gambador the Grump. It is a good plan, then we should do it.
Right.
I know the way. You will follow Dowser.
Take the lead.
Yeah, Dowser rolled for this, and so Dowser knows the way. Dowser probably like knows it because of a time,
Because of legends.
like because of legends and stuff like that. And
Dowser's past have traveled this road.
Legends that Din might have heard Dowser talk about here and there or whatever. So we're gonna go to Din right now. You have spent the last like 5 to 10 minutes just outrunning a forest burning down behind you and a dragon chasing you. It has lost you. The dragon is far past you, burning sections of the woods that you are not in. It has no idea where you are. You, however, will need to roll to spout some lore to see if you can actually figure out where you're going.
Yeah.
Side quest.
What was the name of that place that Dowser wouldn't shut up about. I got for intelligence or wisdom.
It would be intelligence.
I got a 3.
Okay.
Oh, Din.
Cool.
Dad.
Din, you know what? You know exactly where you're going. Yeah. You know the way. And you're so confident about it. What do
But
you
William, you rolled a 3. Oh, okay.
That's
in
called
fact,
dramatic
yeah.
irony, children.
Din, you're so confident that you may be I don't know, compelled to just start moving immediately.
You know when a dad says we don't need a map?
I'm off.
Din is off.
My children.
Din runs off into the woods. We go back to the children just entering the woods, being led by Dowser, who is just as confident about the direction that they need to go as Din is. But unfortunately for Din, Dowser is correct and Din is not. We see them disappear into the woods. We see Din disappear past some bushes. And that is where we're going to take our break.
Hey,
I'm gonna take a break today.
Drama. Good. 'Cause I
So,
want water.
yeah. So
And to not miss anything.
we'll be back in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes, like no longer than 10 minutes. We'll be back. So yeah, get some water, go to the bathroom, do whatever you gotta do.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey.
The woods are dark, especially at night, especially after a storm. You have made it far enough away where it is no longer raining around you. You hear thunder in the distance. You hear thunder in the distance the same way that you hear the roars of a dragon in the distance, both equally far enough away, but both equally loud to carry a far distance themselves. You are traversing through these woods, the Carillion woods, and you are headed towards where at least Dowser knows from legend Gambador the Grump to be.
Dowser has been just like very softly singing words to himself that like you can hear every now and then. It's like, and the left path on the stick and the Dowser knows the way. And it's like there's like a folk song, it seems like that he's reciting to remember where to go.
I want a Dowser folk album.
Being in time with this song right behind Dowser.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it is very similar to other songs you've heard Dowser sing, so you can definitely keep up with it. And of course, we have the sibling bond.
After Danail being the eldest sibling frequently is in a position of like, oh, I'm taking the lead. Oh, I don't have to take the lead now. Great. Danail, I'm not expecting much, but Danail has been trying to focus and concentrate on his spell book as much as possible, and just kind of tailing in the back. So whenever the clapping really gets too excited, it would be, I'm sorry, can we just please keep it to a low roar, please? Just I'm so sorry. Also, we have no idea what could possibly be listening to us in these woods.
Dowser knows what kind of things. No, Dowser knows what kinds of things are listening. Bad, scary things. We have to be quiet.
They're not all bad and scary. You just don't know them.
They might not all be bad, but they're all scary.
No.
Even Gambador the Grump is scary.
Yeah, the Grump is scary.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna put the spell book away for a minute. I'm sorry. Hang on. Can we just have a sibling chat for a second here?
Fine.
I just want to address Brenner for a second here, and I don't mean to put you on blast or anything. I just want to say how much I admire your compassion and how willing you are to try and understand people who are different than yourself. And I think that is something that is absolutely incredible and that most people can learn from.
There's a butt coming.
And the but here is that I think your compassion is not checked and I think that it's going to expose you to danger. And I think today is a very clear example of your compassion exposing not just yourself, but all of us to danger. And Carl, you know what? Maybe Carl's a great guy, but Carl almost killed one or all of us today.
Carl did burn our whole city.
I was inches away from death. See this? Danail whips around his ponytail. This is an unwanted haircut. It's just like this.
It'll grow back even stronger than before.
Like a tree.
I do hear you. I do hear you, Danail. I guess I'll try and tone it down. It's just kind of who I am. But if you'd like, maybe I'll just. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I can't not be myself.
Well,
can I ask
maybe
a
we
question,
can just.
Brenner?
Yes.
Were you not aware of the danger that Carl was putting us in, and the danger that Carl represented? You did not feel it?
I mean, I could allow myself to feel it, but I wasn't allowing myself to feel it.
Those are things you should allow.
Okay. I guess I will put up my defenses a little more.
There are things I don't allow myself to feel either, so I do understand where you're coming from there.
But Alfred doesn't want to see you become food.
Maybe we can try and focus on when being compassionate. Namely, if they are not shooting fire at us, they are not attempting to stab any of us. My just general rule of thumb, sure, if somebody has a knife or a weapon or a magical spell charged, you know what? We can still talk about it, but if they're about to stab one of my siblings, shot to the head immediately. Rule of thumb. If they're going to shoot at one of us, kill him. Kill him instantly. The halberd's not for training, Brenner.
Kill them on sight even when we don't know their story? That would be like if someone killed us on sight without knowing our story.
Oh,
That's kind of happened today when Carl, without knowing our story, attempted to incinerate us with black fire. Just to kind of hopefully open you to a different perspective.
Sure, okay.
But you know what? Play to your strengths, Brenner. I would not be surprised if I think you have a way of getting people off guard. And sometimes you're definitely, honestly, in the line of work that I've been doing, and honestly, I have gone from gang to guard post to city watch. And honestly, there are a lot of scenarios that you think, oh crap, this is where I die. But you know what? A quick tongue and be like, hey, here's in it for you. Honestly, actually, I do want you to think about that. Here's what's in it for you. That phrase in my life at least 17 times straight away. Just think about it. There are ways to get people off guard with your charm and charisma. But you also need to know when people are serious threats.
Lass?
Lass gives a squawk from where she has been circling overhead, and like perches on Danail's shoulder and kind of like squawks and throws her head in one direction where there is some smoke.
Danail crumples under the weight of this giant half Andean condor.
no.
Oh no! This is
It's a hawk.
I'm in hawk form.
Oh. I just picture you matching
Don't worry.
Strogi.
No, Srogi
There
wouldn't
was
try
a
to land
moment.
on any of the rest of you.
Yeah.
Tight. I think Lass has a lead.
Okay. Is the lead, William, in the direction that Dowth is going?
It's a little off to the side, but it's not like
Sure.
I think what Loss is doing is looking for Din still.
Sure. Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah, I think Lass was just like looking in general, just scouting out the area.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we can take a detour, but I don't know if that is going to work worth our time.
Squawk twice if you spotted Dad.
I'd squawk once.
Well, then, fine. Dowser's fine with that, I guess.
Do you think this is urgent, lass? Twice for yes.
I think Lass is really just trying to get across that we are headed in the right direction. Like, I don't think Lass is like trying to point out any particular feature that she has seen so far. Unless, actually, cool. William, you know what? Why don't I roll real quick to see what I've been seeing while I've been
smart?
scouting?
Yeah, sure.
Smart and wise.
Discern realities, perhaps?
Sure. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that is plus. Sorry, I don't have that up. That is plus
still,
what?
Yeah, it's wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay.
Plus wisdom.
God. That is a 4 plus 2.
Oh, I love you so much right now. Yeah, I mean, like you see what I told you about before. You see like burned sections of the woods. You do see smoke. You see that kind of thing. What order are you all in right now?
Dowser's in the front.
Dowser's in the front.
I'm right behind Dowser.
Brenner's right behind.
Danail on the tail with Loss perched on shoulder.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, you see generally what I told you about. The one thing you don't see, and none of you see, is something that Dowser and at least Dowser and Brenner are going to encounter here. And then I will give Danail a chance to avoid it, but Lass, you are also not going to see it here.
Okay.
As Dowser and Brenner suddenly feel like a and like they've as though they've stepped into some gelatin.
Have we fallen into like actually, so it's not quicksand, like
you're just walking along and you just like right into some suctiony scoopy gelatin. Can I get a roll from Can you breathe? Not really. You can hold your breath.
Okay.
I want to roll from Danail here first to avoid this substance.
I think dexterity to like quickly step back and change redirection.
Yeah, as you see your siblings like kind of stopped in motion because this thing is transparent. It's kind of hard to see.
I'm rolling very nice today. That was an 11.
Hell yeah.
So
wow,
you,
damn.
with Loss on your shoulder, actually like step off to the side before you fall into this gelatinous cube.
Hey.
What
is this?
Brenner,
Pixar's Onward?
I know, right? Brenner and Dowser, you are inside of this cube. Would you like to defy danger for me?
Yeah. I think I would like to defy danger. I think probably strength. I don't think Constitution makes sense, just to try to fight my way back out the way that we came in.
Yeah, I would say strength is probably going to be the only way you can do it right now from the inside. Yeah.
I'll just try strength. I'll start with that. Okay, that is a 9 minus 1, so 8.
8. Okay. Yeah, I'll say you are like still on the edge, like your little hand pokes out of this gelatinous cube, and then you get like very slightly sucked back in. You are just on the edge still, but you're not like getting sucked further into like the center of this gelatinous cube. And Brenner, what can we get a roll from you for defy danger strength?
Yeah. Oh, strength. Okay.
Yes.
6 plus 1, 7.
7. Okay, well, it's not a fail.
Same as me. Yeah.
So same as you. You both kind of are like struggling to like get out, and you feel your hands like escape this like substance for a moment, and then you like quickly get like pulled back in. The two of you are now getting engulfed. So You take 9 damage.
Really?
Yeah, you take 9 damage.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and subtract a d4 from that. Okay, so I'm gonna take 5 damage.
You take 9 damage, ignore armor. So if you have armor, it ignores it. So
Ooh.
you just like straight up take 5 damage. What did you end up taking?
5.
5? Oh,
9 minus 4.
9. Oh, you
Yeah.
take 9 damage. Sorry, you
sorry.
minus the 5. So both you take 9 damage, and all of you now are at least like aware enough of this thing to see, like, even though it's transparent, kind of the gelatinous nature of it. What would you like to do?
Battle music plays.
Yes, Brenner.
Spencer, did I have armor?
Say that one more time.
Could you repeat?
Didn't
I think you might have lost
doesn't
Franny
Brenner
hearing you.
something their armor? Didn't
Wait, hold on, Franny. We still have lost you.
Danail did not get sucked in, if that was related to your question, because it sounded like you
think
were
I heard
addressing me.
Ooh.
No, I'm trying to ask if I have an armor thing.
If you had armor, I think she's asking if she had armor of some kind.
Yeah, I believe you had some kind of scale mail, which gives you 2 armor, which is currently
it's
being ignored as acidic
Yeah.
ooze seeps around it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Cool.
hey, William. Sorry,
Yes.
sorry. I just wanted to check, because I failed that roll. Did I also get into this gelatinous cube? Get pulled in?
No. You would have. You weren't even going to get a roll, but you were on Danail's shoulder, so Danail saved you.
Gotcha. Okay, just checking.
You were if Danail had failed the roll, you would have just ended up in the gelatinous cube.
Gotcha.
So the two of you are on the outside, and Dowser and Brenner are on the inside.
I want to whip out a light cantrip and just cast it in the center of this ooze, which would help illuminate its borders. Kinda
Cool, I love
glowing
that.
crystal.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's tight.
Cool.
Can you roll with advantage? That's dope.
Hell yeah. Cool. I'm at a -1 due to a misfire last
That's right.
time.
Oh yeah, I should have had a -1 at some point earlier. I don't think it would have
Yeah.
mattered.
You ended up.
Oh,
with
I had a 10.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Well, that would have changed that situation. That's okay.
I overcame it.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, what's up?
I think I still need to roll to cast cantrips. Well, that's a it's almost like a cantrip spell. It was an 8 flat. So the spell is cast, but I choose between I draw unwelcome attention or put myself in a spot. GM tells me how. The spell disturbs the fabric of reality as it is cast. Take 1 ongoing to cast a spell, which is what happened last time. After it is cast, the spell is forgotten, and I cannot cast a spell again. It's a cantrip, so I don't think I can forget it. I think the spell fire burn I got going on either continues or worsens. Would that be so if I take -1 ongoing, is that cumulative? So would I be taking a -2 ongoing to cast a spell?
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's 2 -1s.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't want that. Well, you know what? Yeah,
I think you can.
we got to
really
get this
forget.
light off.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So then, so do that, and then if you wouldn't mind, rolling me wild magic.
Yeah, I need
boy.
1 moment to pull that up.
Okay. I mean, I think I have it in front of me.
Oh, if you do, please tell me what I need to roll for that.
Yeah. Let me find it really quick. I have it. Yeah, I have it like right here. If my internet works. Here it is. Basically. Yes. So roll plus intelligence. On a 10 plus, roll a d12. On a 7 to 9, roll a d8. And on a 6 or below, roll a d4.
Cool. That was a 7, so I'm rolling a d8.
Great.
Aw, snap. It was an 8. I think that's goodish.
It was an 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
Roll wild magic again without 1 through 3. Roll a d10 starting with 4 as the 1. 10 becomes a free choice of anything on the table. So roll a d10.
Roll a d10. 5.
5. Next move roll. Roll 2d6 as usual and re-roll the lowest. So basically, you're getting advantage. Like
Cool.
Tight.
although
hey,
it,
wild
it,
magic.
it'd be bad if it was a 6 and a 5, you would have to re-roll the lowest anyway. So
Oh, okay.
okay, cool. So that's
William-
the time for you. What's up, Loss?
I would like to hack and slash, I think, to try to essentially the idea is I want to use my own and Srogi's talons to tear open this cube enough that the two inside can escape.
Okay, you will have to spend your hold to do this.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay, cool. But that's great.
Cool. I'm going to roll then. And since this is fighting monsters and Srogi is trained in that, if I do damage to it, I'm going to add its ferocity to my damage.
Excellent.
Christ. Well, y'all, Spencer, you and I are having opposite days. That is a 4. That is a 5 plus 1, so a 6 total.
Ooh, 6 total. Yeah, so you and Srogi go to do this and immediately get sucked into the cube.
Well,
You immediately get
That's
sucked
a
into the
wrap
cube,
for
and
Sam.
you are going to take. Should have just rolled that. Oh, okay. So you take 4 damage. Ignore armor.
okay.
So now all of you are inside of this thing, except Danail isn't. Yes, yeah.
But I can
Danail's on
see
the
you
outside,
perfectly.
yeah, it's lit up. You can see it perfectly.
Oh,
It's
it's lit.
great. Yeah. So what? I can't tell. Is Franny out of the chat entirely, or is her webcam just off?
No, I'm still here.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. You're
yay.
hoping that this will make it so that you can play still.
I mean,
Franny.
I don't know. At this point, I don't know if it's worth it because you guys are lagging for me on my end because my internet is so bad.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Well, is there anything you want to do outright right now?
Maybe I just get stuck in the gelatin and I get frozen in time.
Okay, we'll talk about that after. We'll discuss, but we'll move forward right now. So Ladislas, Dowser, and Danail. Danail, you're on the outside. Dowser and Ladislas, you are on the inside of the cube. As is Brenner. What would you like to do? All of you.
I go for it.
Cool. I want to reprise in a move, throw a lasso and try to hook whoever I can and drag them out.
Okay. Let's do that as an aid. So one of you can Dowser or Ladislas or like Brenner or whatever can do try to get out, and we'll count that as like a positive or for you. So let's get the 2d6 plus bond on that.
Sweet. And I'm re-rolling the lowest on this, correct?
Correct.
Cool.
Dowser, I think that should be you. I think you should
Okay.
roll.
Yeah, if I have to target one, it would be Dowser, since Dowser being in the lead would probably be the deepest situation, most urgent.
Sure.
Which is going to be a 9 plus 1.
Okay, so you get a +1 on your roll to get out.
Okay. So now if I'm just really holding on to the rope as they're pulling it out, can I roll that with con to just like keep my grip steady?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, thank God. Well, it doesn't actually matter that much, does it? I have a 4 plus 1 for Con plus 1 from you is 6. That is still a failure.
Okay. The rope.
Cube bad.
The rope burns off in the acid of the gelatinous cube. So
Yikes.
you snap back, Danail. You still have your end of the rope, so you still have rope left. It's a little shorter, but you watch as it dissolves right in front of Dowser, who is trying to grab onto it and pull out of this. Dowser, you are going to take another bit of damage here. Take 6 damage.
All right, and that's even, so I just got to take it.
Yep.
Hey,
That's looking good.
all right.
And yeah, Ladislas. You are now a person. You're now lost again because you used your
Yes.
hold.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've shifted back into myself.
Yes.
Okay, William, I have a couple questions for you. So is this gelatinous cube native to these forests? Like, is this like a local, like, this forest has cubes? Like,
Oh yeah,
it's just
yeah.
Okay, cool. So one of I have a starting move called Born of the Soil, which is you learn the magic in a place whose spirits are strong and ancient, and they've marked you as one of their own. No matter where you go, they live within you. You can choose a bunch of options, one of which I have, which is Great Forests. And I can shapeshift into any animal who might live there. So I want to try to shapeshift into this another one of these gelatinous cubes.
Are we ready to consider this an animal?
I think so.
Personally, I am.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
going to suggest if we don't, I personally don't, but like a frog or something that has a mucous membrane to protect itself.
I love the
I-
idea of turning into a gelatinous cube, though.
Yeah, why not? This is for campaign. Real cool in this moment, I think.
You wouldn't be like a huge gelatinous cube. You would be like a smaller gelatinous cube.
A
But
lesser gelatinous cube.
I would
Sure.
love for you to turn into a gelatinous cube.
That is
So,
I want to say,
I'm gonna roll. Thank you.
so I
Thank
feel
you.
like what Danail is seeing is that this gelatinous cube just gets exactly 100% larger in all 4 quadrants.
So continuing my streak, I have rolled a 6 plus 2 for wisdom, so an 8. So I can hold 2.
Okay.
So I turn into this gelatinous cube, and I would like to spend one of my hold to slide within this other cube to Strogi and Dowser and pull them inside of myself. I want to create an
Okay.
air pocket within, move my cube ooze away from them so that they are just suspended in air inside of me, inside of the cube.
Okay. Yeah, let's so you can spend your hold to do that. If you spend your hold, do you have to roll? What's I can't remember what's the
No, so if it is a move that is specific to the thing that I have turned into, which is like pulling these creatures inside and then creating a vacuum within myself, I don't have to roll. I just do it.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna say. You can pull Dowser and Brenner into you, but I will need you to roll in order to create a space for them to not be injured.
Okay. What should I roll for that? What is that roll?
Con? That sounds like
Yeah,
fun to
defy
me.
danger like con, probably.
Okay.
You could maybe argue intelligence to like know how
Yeah,
to
intelligence.
operate
I would
your
also
organism.
handle intelligence, but constitution. I
let's
think
see.
would be a good one.
Finally, that is a 9 plus 1 for Constitution. That is a 10.
Hey, that's my
So
girl.
Brenner and Dowser, you collapse inside of this inside of this gelatinous cube in the middle of it. At this point, I don't know that you can really tell you're inside of a different gelatinous cube.
I mean, we probably saw last transform, but yeah, it is very confusing.
Well, you saw last
yeah,
you
Disappear.
saw last disappear
yeah.
because and the thickness of the gelatinous cube got with the harsh light from the light cantrip, you saw it's a little more dense now. So you can you probably would be able to determine that there is that last has just turned into a gelatinous
Yeah.
cube.
Does it look
but
like
yeah,
a different flavor of Jello?
yeah, it's a different. It's a different flavor. of
The
Jello.
first one was unflavored. This one is
So
Last,
you are
what
now-
flavor
you are-
is this?
Lime.
Lime?
great.
Danail's just completely horrified and thinks you're dead for like 2 whole seconds. It's like, oh, okay.
I do want to say, William, I did pull Shrogi in to my cube as well.
Cool. That's fine.
So we're in like a pocket basically. Can we like breathe normally?
Yeah, so you can breathe, but like there's not a lot of
Yeah,
air
yeah.
in there. There's a tiny pocket of air.
Yeah.
Okay, Brenner, don't breathe much. I don't know what's happening. I think we're okay right now. Are you okay?
Yeah, we might
It
just
is
have
too
to.
bad. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll Brenner responds.
I want to I want to try to. Can I still like reach? Maybe this is more of a Sam question. Can I still reach the original cube from where I am if I wanted to hurt it?
I think I am a lesser cube, so it's possible that y'all can reach outside of my area, but up to you, William. How large am I?
You are a lesser cube, so I would say you probably take up like a third of the space of the gelatinous cube itself.
Enough for now, sir.
So if a gelatinous loss, if she were to like move to the edge of this gelatinous cube, you could pop out of the gelatinous cube. But currently, you're like
no. I'm just wondering if I can reach reach the other cube to hurt it to attack.
Oh
it.
yes, of course.
The only problem being, I think I still have acid, so I don't know that it's a great idea to reach through me.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say this in character. Dowser, if you can spawn fire away from yourself, can you ignite where I set a light?
Dowser's pretty sure that he heard you, and if Dowser could, he would. But he can't.
But you can control other fire though.
I can.
So if Danail
Sure.
lit a fire outside of it, you could.
Yeah, that would work. Yeah,
and
yeah.
I feel like you would know that about each other.
Sure. Yeah. So I
The
can't
nails
spawn fire,
in-
but yeah.
The middle of the motion has a torch out, is swinging it around, strikes it against the ground to light it, and is already in the upswing. Lobs it overhead and right into the gelatinous torch.
And I want to just expand that to like Statue of Liberty size if I can, using a move that we call Zuko style. Cool. That is a 10, and Zuko style I add wisdom, so that is 11. When you bend a flame to your will, roll plus wisdom. On a 10 plus, it does as you command, taking the shape and movement you desire for as long as it has fuel on which to burn. And literally, I just want to expand it. And like this move is not written necessarily to be an attack,
Damaging.
but so we're basically creating environmental damage using it.
Cool. Yeah, and for fire, I'll just do based on what you're saying. I'll just do what I would expect
Sure.
that to be. So starting like from a torch, this is what I would do for all of you. Would you prefer to roll it?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Oh, it's just that second one?
Yeah, sorry.
That is my damage die. Can I roll one?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Cool. All right, cool. I rolled one higher.
Yeah, so that's this gelatinous cube takes 3 damage. And it's like it's burning, and it's like it doesn't react at all.
Mhm.
But you just see it like sizzling and like boiling a little bit. What would you like to do next, Lass and Danail?
I mean, I would love to like move out of the cube with these folks inside of me. I can probably. I don't know if that is a roll or if that is it's probably a roll, because I don't think that's a specific cube related activity.
Yeah, you can. Well, yeah, the cube can move. The cube can move. So I think you could spend a hold to do this.
Okay.
Do we need to like move them?
I think I'm going to do that then. I'm just going to spend my other hold to get us all out of this cube.
Cool.
Okay, so you get to your little gelatinous body gets to the edge of this cube, and you start forming back into into like your elf self.
Elf on the self.
Danail is there, ready to just snatch them and pull them out.
Yeah, and like all of you plop directly like out of this gelatinous cube, and Danail snatches you, and all of you like Strogi and Brenner and everything are pulled away from the gelatinous cube. What would you like to do?
Is this thing move? Does it move? Is it moving towards us, or is it remaining in one place?
Yeah, it's moving towards you. It's not moving as slow as I think you would expect it to. It's a little bit like it's moving a little bit fast.
Can I spell lore about this thing? Since I claimed to have known all the creatures of the woods.
Yeah, I mean, yes, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
That is, I think that's just a straight 6. Yeah. Oh, should I be marking experience as we fail? I know that's
no.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's because spout lore is intelligence, right?
Yeah. Spout lore is
cool. That's a 6. So never mind.
Cool. You actually are pretty sure that the only way to destroy it is from inside.
Cool.
I would like to do a move that is not within the thief playbook. So I'm just gonna offer a narrative, and if we need to roll for something, Danail, having experience as a poisoner, which is part of the thief-based class kit, is going to try and on the fly. This is less than stellar, but mix an alchemic base to counter the acidity of the gelatinous cube.
Can you explain that one more time to me?
Yeah. So again, I'm kind of going off the book here. But Danail, having experience in brewing potions and understanding the basics of alchemy, is going to try and in the same way one might distill an acid, distill a base, which would probably be something like a fine powdery substance, which would neutralize the acid, returning it to an even pH level.
I see. Okay, cool.
Which I feel could be an intelligence roll of some kind.
Sure, I would do defy danger intelligence, I think.
Tight.
With quick thinking.
Yeah. Shit. That's a 6.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Honestly, I should have a lab. I should be doing this over the course of a week.
Yeah. Chemistry was not built in a day.
So you're looking for like some powder and like some materials for this. After you've like pulled everyone back, and you're digging.
I stare in horror as the one component I need is melting away inside the acid with the rest of my pouch. Poncho.
Yeah. You start. This thing creeps up on you very, very quickly. I think faster than you were expecting, and you start to get sucked in. Your pouch immediately with all of these components is the first thing to be pulled in, and is dissolving in front of you. Would everybody like to try and make sure Danail doesn't get sucked into this cube?
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
I would like to just wrap my arms around his leg and plant my feet firmly in the ground.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing.
The cube is moving on you. So
sure.
yeah. So you would if you stay in place, you will.
No, I would not like to. I would not like to keep Danail from getting sucked inside. I would in fact like to say, Danail, you've got the idea. Bring your. Do you have a sword?
Yeah.
Use your sword from the inside. It's the only way.
And Lass, what are you doing?
So wait, Dowser's just gonna shove Danail directly into the center of the cube?
I don't know.
Is that the idea?
I think Dowser's going to tell Danail to go in. If it seems like Danail is like intentionally moving towards it, Dowser will give a helpful shove.
Yeah, if that's what you're saying and you want to give a helpful shove, Danail's next move is gonna be like, fuck it. Let's try it.
Cool. Then yes, I'm going to shove Danail.
And I will say, Lass, since you were the creature, and you have like a little bit of familiarity with it, you don't even have to roll for this. You just know that is not going to work.
Wait! And I think Glass like grabs Danail before Dowser can shove him inside. That's not gonna work.
What do you mean? It's the only thing that works.
Yeah, defy danger, like dexterity probably, or strength to pull Danail out of the cube.
Sure. Which one of us?
You're the one who's
Okay.
stopping it. Yeah. So,
Cool.
yeah,
Just checking.
Yep.
Well, my 6 earlier would have been a 5. I forgot what I'm sick.
Fuck. Christ. Well, that's a 4. No, I'm sorry. A 5 plus 0.
Cool. You go to do this, and Dowser pushes both of you in.
You can do this.
And we hear you can do this shouted. It echoes through the woods as we come upon Din Din in a swampy section that he has never been in before, which is weird. But you're still you're so sure this is the right way. Mm-hmm. And you hear the echo of like of a you can do this off in the distance, and it sounds like Dowser, but you can't tell what direction it came from. The echo is reflecting off of the swampy water around you, and it seems like it's coming from all sides.
That's my kid. So 2 things. I took a health potion in the time that it took to get into the swamp.
Nice.
And also, I don't know when this happened, but I have a little bandana wrapped around my head. Like
just gone full Rambo.
In the video game Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater.
Hell yeah.
And I do have a snake in my hand.
Did you eat it?
8.
Is it like a snake with a person's body?
So how do I roll to kind of see if I can deduce where they are?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get a roll to see if you can kind of see where they're coming from.
That sounds like the discern realities.
I got an 8.
An 8. For discern reality, 7 and 9. Ask one question. So, what happened here recently? What is about to happen? What should I be on the lookout for? What here is useful or valuable to me? Who's really in control here? Or what here is not what it appears to be?
What is useful or valuable to me? I guess would be the closest question I could ask.
Yeah. Then I would say if you expect there to be a little bit more yelling, like maybe getting to the top of one of these trees where you don't have so much water reflection, like muddying up exactly the direction of where that's coming from. Mm-hmm. I think that there's a tree on this like kind of strip of like almost like a tiny little island in the middle of this like swampy area that seems taller than the rest of the trees around here that you could climb up into.
That's my goal. I'm going to save my kids. I'm going to climb a tree. I'm going to find my kids. I'm going to save my kids.
Yeah, so you can get to the top of the tree pretty easily. I mean, like you're a fighter, you've got pretty decent strength. I'm not gonna like make you roll for this or anything. And you get to the top of this tree, and when you get to the top of it, from below, you hear, "Hey, what are you doing in that tree?"
What? Who said that right now?
And down on the ground on this island, you look down, you see just kind of a large being, a very, very muscle bound creature wearing a bunch of like seaweed and covered in mud, and has a big like thick muddied beard that like is actually slicked into a pretty solidly shaped form, like someone used like beard like oil to form their beard to look really nice. It looks like this person has done that.
It's the Dread Pirate clay beard.
But with like mud and like swamp water. And they look back up at you again. I mean, like completely like muddied and gross. Hi, what are you doing up in my tree?
This is your tree.
It's my tree.
I can't be in it?
Well, you can be in it, but I'll make sure you get out of it right quick.
Am I in your way somehow?
Are you in my... It doesn't matter if you're in my way.
I
You're
mean-
in my tree.
All right. Is it actually your tree though?
Well, is it actually... So if I just walk
him.
into your home, you bird, you
Mm.
walk into your home,
What's a bird?
you go in there, sit in your chair.
Mm.
All of a sudden you go, "Oh, it's my chair," and then I have the nerve to say, "Is it really? Is it really your chair?"
No, I'm looking for my kids.
Oh, you got kids?
Yeah, 4 of them. Very
Oh.
rowdy.
Oh,
I just heard them.
I got kids. 45.
Good dad. I just give I give the dad look. I think dads share a look of sort.
Oh.
Can I roll for dad look?
Yeah, let's roll for dad look. Let's do a parlay.
Yeah.
That's a 5 for dad look.
Oof.
You gave the wrong dad look.
You gave the dad dual look.
I'm the dad that can beat up your dad.
Yeah, so you're like, oh yeah, good dad, and he takes it completely the wrong way. He's like, oh, good dad. He thinks you're being sarcastic. Oh,
Are you saying my kids could beat up your kids?
You think you're better than I am? Oh, up in that tree, higher than me. Oh, some sort of a status thing. You're trying to do some metaphors. You trying to do some metaphors? Well, I'll give you a metaphor right now. I don't care if that is my tree. I'm gonna chop it down with you in it. And he produces an axe from the it up, and he starts chopping away at the tree that you are up in the top of. What do you do?
Fight him.
Yeah, I mean, like, guy, a few words. You know what I'm going to prioritize, actually, since I'm up here while it's falling down? Could I see if I get a view first? And I'll let, like, whatever consequence comes from not prioritizing the fight.
Great. Cool. That's cool with me. Yeah. You, from where you are, you hear the next thing that you would hear, which would be Loss and Danail, you just got sucked into this gelatinous cube. Dowser, you're on the outside of it.
I'm honestly, I think I'm mostly just like rooting them on. If I can like just like kind of be moving around the cube so in their vision, just like kind of cheerleading, and be rolling to aid to like psych them up.
Cool. So, yeah. So Din, what you're hearing as the tree is being chopped from below you very quickly, in fact, this is a strong gentleman. The tree it snaps and begins to fall. And as you hear Dowser,
chop them up from the inside only way. Chop them up from the inside. You can do it.
I'm following Dowser's advice.
Yeah, you can make out like chop them up from the inside. Danail, if you want to do a hack and slash from the inside, I'm going to need a defy danger first. But I will allow you to do that for sure. So
okay,
defy danger. Yeah.
I feel like it's a constitution pretty straightforward since I'm just trying to endure the sting of the acid long enough. I'm hoping my rapier can like pop the surface tension of the ooze, and maybe that's what Dowser meant.
Yeah, sure.
Defy danger constitution. Oh good. That's an 11. I don't have any bonuses.
Great, cool. Wow, no bonus?
Yeah. 6 and a 5, baby.
All right, let's get that hack and slash then.
Danail thinks of stuff. Ow. This stings. and that's going to be an 8 -1 for a hack and slash.
So on 7 and 9, you deal damage to the enemy, and the enemy makes an attack against you. So, yeah, you actually let's do your damage.
Oh, nice, 8 out of 8.
8 damage. Okay,
Sweet.
yeah. So you actually do you pierce, like you're able to get enough like tension like moving through this gelatinous cube to like pierce outward. Dowser, you see the end of the rapier pierce through to the outside and then pull back in as this gelatinous cube burns you for 4 damage. Ignore armor, Danail. And you're feeling like all the hair on the outside of your body is like the hair on your head, the hair on your arms, and everything is starting to dissolve.
Ponytail.
Your ponytail, like by the time you get out of this, you might be a couple of bald individuals.
Oh man, my eyebrows were like used to be so cool. They were like real thick and bushy, but my hair is almost sheer white.
Sister, slice them now. Sister, you know how.
Yeah,
Can I aid loss?
Yeah, you can aid last. Are you aiding with just
Sure.
morale boost?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm going for. Is that not?
I don't think that would work inherently because just to me,
That's fine. I'll just do it then.
because then
that makes sense.
Yeah, because then otherwise you could all do that like literally every time. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's like if I had guidance.
Yeah.
Which I'm forgetting I don't.
Yeah. But
That's a great chant, though.
it's a very cheer. It's a great cheer.
Mhm.
Great cheer. Last, yes.
William, I am going to try to spout lore about the best way to kill this thing.
Okay.
Since I have been one of them, I feel like it
Sure.
makes sense that I would be able to understand how to kill it. A 5 and a 6.
A 5 and a 6.
Yes, indeed.
So that's a 11
No bonuses.
total.
Yes. Yep.
11 total. Okay, then I on a stat lore 10 plus, the GM will tell you something interesting and useful about the subject relevant to your situation. Cool. Well, one thing I will say is you're basically, you just understand gelatinous cubes at this point. Like they're solitary, they're large, they're
Bless you.
Bless you. Bless you. Bless you again.
Bless you.
Bless you finally.
okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes. Whew. Okay. This thing doesn't seem to necessarily have like a weakness. But the thing you do know is like anything will work on it. Like stabbing, slashing, burning, like it is not like the bludgeoning, even like a certain weapon wouldn't do the harm that you're expecting it to. It is just
Gotcha.
yes, whatever you do, you can just beat the hell out of this thing.
Cool. Then I want to. I think I would like to shapeshift again, if I could. I'm just gonna shapeshift into a fucking grizzly bear
Okay.
and just try to like rip this thing to shreds from the inside.
Okay. Cool. So you're gonna spend your hold to do that then? I suppose you have to make your roll
I
first.
gotta roll to see how much hold I have. Fuck.
Bad
Okay.
rolls today.
That is a 5 plus 2.
Oh, so at least it's a 7.
Yeah, so I hold 2.
Okay.
My rolls today have been largely bad. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I don't think it is actually a hold for me to just like shred this thing. I think it would be a hack and slash roll
Okay. Cool.
because that's not something only a bear could do.
It's not a bear's ability.
Does it say anything about like?
I feel like a bear using its claws to like hack something apart would be a hold thing, though, wouldn't it?
Well, I suppose it's up to you.
I think it would be, because like otherwise
Okay.
you could be a bear forever and just walk around and like hack people to shreds or like whatever. I feel like I feel like just like walking, like strolling as a bear wouldn't be spending a hold, but I think using your claws and like your teeth for biting and whatever would be
Cool.
So let's spend a hold and you can.
Cool. So I'm gonna roll a d6 damage then.
Great.
It's also like because even
5.
just describing the shapeshifter move, different forms will change what moves you can trigger. So you're still triggering hack and slash, but changing your grizzly bear claws is gonna like change what tags you were using to inflict this damage.
Yeah.
So like grizzly bear claws are gonna be a lot
Sure.
more messy than a rapier.
And you are so you do your damage, and it's like the gelatinous cube actually, as you're like slashing it apart from the inside, it starts to kind of like billow out a little bit, and it's like holding less of its form. But you, Loss, are going to take 8 damage. Ignore armor.
Okay. So far, so not great for Lass, honestly.
Bad time.
Dowser, Danail, what would you like to do?
I would like to. It seems like it's going okay, but maybe they could use a little bit of help, and maybe I can do something from the outside. I would like to summon a. I'm going to summon my Burning Brand. I'm going to attempt to at least. So I roll plus con, which currently is flat because I'm sick. I remembered this time. That is 9. So on a 7 to 9, I can choose one of the following tags: hand, thrown, near, +1 damage, or remove the dangerous tag. I'm going to remove the dangerous tag and summon a flaming, just like a disc, kind of looks like a frisbee we would recognize in our world. And Dowser is going to swing back and try to just like toss that through the cube and slice off the top of it.
A chakram, if you will, would be
a chakram, a flaming chakram. That's a better way to put it. It also has the tags. Oh shit! Actually, I'm not going to remove the dangerous tag. I'm going to do thrown, near because I need to.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that, and it also has fiery, touch, dangerous, and 3 uses. And that is 8 for volley.
8 for volley. Okay, so you have to get the shot placing you in danger. You have to take what you can get with a -1d6 damage, or you have to take several shots, reducing your ammo by 1.
I'll reduce my ammo by 1, so I only have 1
You have
hold
1
left.
left. Yep, great. So roll your damage.
Alrighty. 5.
Oh, this so this thing is almost like.
Is it like deflating a little
It's like
bit?
yeah, kind of like deflating while also like getting smaller, and like pieces of it are like they're falling to the floor of the forest and burning.
Decomposing.
Yeah, burning up little like leaves and branches and like and roots and stuff here and there, but like not as much as it had been previously, not as quickly either. But it is still as it is. It just looks horrible. It looks to be doing a horrible job of it. Din. The tree falls. And
in the
you
forest,
with it.
and no one is around to hear it.
There is one person around here. But
the stink man.
You take 4 damage. But with your armor, you take 1 damage.
Okay.
And without giving you any moment of rest or anything at all, this person darts towards you with their axe and brings it down at you. Could I get a defy danger?
Yeah. With dexterity or strength?
Strength if you want to just like grab. As
do.
long as you can narrate a way out of it, just let me know.
Okay. As this man approaches with my signature weapon, the kitchen knife, with all the strength I have, I swing it and I shout, "Not now!" And I got 14.
What do we say to the god of death?
And so I'm swinging his axe out of his grip as far as I can.
Okay, yeah. So you swing your kitchen knife up, and it like clashes with the axe, and the axe like bursts out of this person's hand and flies like off and thunk, it, like stabs like directly into a tree and is just stuck like 25 feet away. And the dude looks at you for a second and is like, "Oh."
And I'm running off. To get my children.
It's like Lord of the Rings when the sword of the Isildur is shattered into a million pieces. You're just.
You run off,
and I also give him dead eye, and then I run.
Yeah, you give him dad eye. You want to parlay one more time for me?
Mad dad eye.
Actually, you crushed that last roll so much. You give dad eye, and then like right as you're turning away to like run towards to save your family or whatever, you see this time. His eyes like squint and he nods and he gives you dad eye right back.
And a thumbs up.
You run off into the woods. We see you disappear into some bushes and past into the darkness of these woods. We look back at Danail and Ladislas still inside of this gelatinous cube. Dowser cheering them on from the outside and also catching a chakram. And in the distance, we hear still a very, very, very faint echo of a dragon roaring. And next time on Hijinks Handlebars.
Hey!
On hiatus or whatever. Yeah, so
one of those.
Thanks everybody for watching. If this is your first time watching, again, we're a continuous campaign. We usually play Kids on Bikes, but right now, for the foreseeable future, we'll be doing Dungeon World. Today was actually a pretty decent example of why we're doing this, because unfortunately, we can't completely rely on the internet connection of all of the players. We really wish we could. We wish we could have had Franny for the entire episode, and we feel really, really bad about that. And I'm sure she's like as disappointed as we are. So hopefully we'll be able to get that figured out. We will have information at the top of the next episode determining what exactly we're going to be doing moving forward. But we will continue this mini series. We will continue playing Dungeon World. If that's cool to you, if this is your first episode, again, we have the previous 2 episodes. They're not quite out yet, I believe. We're working on that, so hopefully they will be out soon. Mm-hmm. So you can start watching from the beginning and like catch up and see exactly like how we got to this point and what we're doing moving forward. But this has been great. This is fun. I really love Dungeon World. I think it opens up a lot of like cool doors for creativity. I hope you're enjoying it. If you miss us playing Kids on Bikes, then I have news for you, and it's good news. All of our previous Kids on Bikes episodes are on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. So check those out. Share them with your friends. Get other people involved in the show. Get other people involved in QueueTimes as a whole. There's a lot of like really great content going on right now. We got Clear Skies. We have, I don't know if Long Beach by Night is running right now. They just did, what are those called? Prologues, right? Epilogues.
Epilogue.
Yeah, they just did those, and now Denver by Night, which is GM'd by Melee, is out. That premiered last week, and it's really great. So check that out. And we got a lot of content coming up. There's Court of Corvids on Sundays, the Pathfinder 2e stream that Jake is the GM of, and Jonas and myself are both on that. We play a married couple. It's very fun. So there's a lot of content going on with QueueTimes. Just keep up with all of you can. Find the things that you like, check them out, support them. We have
share with your friends.
Yeah, share with your friends. We have a tip jar. We have a tip jar, so exclamation point coin. That money goes straight to the streams, to the players and the GMs and everything themselves. So, yeah, there and QueueTime says there are 3 more epilogues that are coming up. So if you're interested in Long Beach by Night, if you're interested in Vampire the Masquerade, if you're interested in Clear Skies, Star Trek, if you're interested in Pathfinder, Court of Corvids, all that sort of stuff, keep up with everything everybody has going. And if you're really interested in Dungeon World or Kids on Bikes, check out what we've done previously and follow along with the rest of this mini-series that we're working on. It's shaping up to be really cool. I'm excited for what happens next. And hopefully we can get some of the technical stuff figured out, or at least compromised. And yeah, we'll be here next Tuesday. I'm William. I've been the GM for Hijinks Handlebars. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at kwilliamwhite. I'm also in a band with Jonas and a couple other people called Glass Beach. You can find that at Glass Beach Band. We also have a Patreon now for Glass Beach. It's patreon.com/Glass Beach Band. And we are 4 patrons away from hitting our next goal, which is to release sheet music and tabs for Cold Weather Calico and Neon Glow, which is really exciting. All of our goals are based around things that we like legitimately need help with. We're not like holding out this content and like, oh, we're only going to work on it if like you reach these goals. Like literally, like we're the amount of like time
We have to take time away from other stuff to do this,
and sometimes money that goes into certain aspects of like of the goals that we have planned. We really do need to like get to those goals in order to help produce these things for people, especially like right now. I'm double. Especially right now, there's a lot going on that's very difficult for everyone, and things have not become easier. In fact, like things are very hard for portions of like what we have going on. So if you have the means, that would be lovely. But if you're someone who would only be able to do like a one-time donation, maybe not like a monthly thing. And we have tiers as low as $2, $5, $10, that kind of thing. But if you're gonna do a one-time donation to something, you could send that to us somehow. But I would say like do the exclamation point coin, or more specifically like donate to like a food shelf or something local to your area that might need help right now. So yeah, be safe, do those things, be there for your communities, both online and in proximity. And we'll see you all for the rest of the miniseries. So let's go to Jonas next.
Hello, I have been Jonas Newhouse playing and you can find me on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse, where I tweet about Glass Beach, the band. I tweet about Court of Corvids, the Pathfinder streamer William and I play a married couple. I tweet about my dog. I tweet about Animal Crossing. And after this, actually, if you just can't get enough of my face and want to stay on this website, follow us to twitch.tv/Glass Beach Band, where I will be continuing my playthrough of the game Psychonauts on the Glass Beach Twitch channel for a couple hours tonight. It's a very, very ugly and just like mischievously fun game from what I've found so far. Spencer.
Yeah, Spencer.
Yeah, hello. I've been Spencer LaBelle. I've been playing Denial the Thief. You can find me on Twitter at SpubelVO. You can find me on Instagram at Splubble, SBLUBBLE, like bubble with a spla. Thank you for watching. Follow QueueTimes. I'm back for the miniseries, but go watch the rest of Hijinks and Handlebars.
And then Sam.
Hi, I've been Sam Richardson playing Ladislas. You can find me on Twitter at Laggardson, LAGGARDSON, and you can also find me on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel, where I ran a series called Monster of the Week, using the Monster of the Week system. It is in a playlist called Monster of the Week. It's a really, really, really wonderful game. It is the whole series is out and completed. It also featured William and Jonas and our good friend Sammy. So if you are looking for more content in this content blighted age of which we live, go check that out. It's wonderful, and I really am proud of it. Also, one more thing. Obviously, a lot of communities are hurting with the pandemic right now. Obviously, donate to your local homeless shelter and food shelter if you can afford to, and the artists that you enjoy watching, including QueueTimes with that exclamation point coin. But also, I wanted to give a shout out to Libro FM, which is a service where you can purchase audiobooks through your local bookstore. So there's a lot of independent local bookstores that are hurting right now. It's not easy to stay in business. So instead of Audible, where all of your money goes to Amazon, which frankly doesn't need any more of your money,
or deserve.
Libro shares a portion of their profits with your local bookstore. So go check that out. It's just libro.fm, I think.
We're on Twitch.
Yeah.
Amazon owns Twitch.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I meant what I said.
There is no ethical transmission through
through capitalism.
Animato.
Yeah. Hey, I've been Chris. I've been playing Dindin. And if you want to see more of my stuff, I animate on a YouTube channel called Tanimato. Yeah, that's it. I love you.
Great. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
And you can find Franny on Instagram and Twitter at just_FrannyK. That is the word just and then _FrannyK. She posts pictures and tweets about horror films. Very
Yeah.
nice.
And it's great.
Yeah, it's really wonderful. Thank you all. We'll see you next time. Have a good rest of your night. Be safe.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.